Hi, I'm Michelle, the brains behind Broad-Minded Solutions. Welcome to my YouTube channel and thanks for stopping by to check out this free course in affiliate marketing. Here in this channel, I'm going to share with you the exact steps and actions that I took to match my six-figure 9-to-5 with an online passive income inside of just 6 months, working 2 hours a day. Stick with me and you will learn how you can make money online worldwide 365 days a year, 24 hours a day by setting up and running an online income business that is passive. In this next video, I'm going to share with you how to create a bridge funnel. That means an opt-in funnel with a bridge between your opt-in page where you collect email addresses and the company sales page. This is to allow you to deliver a personal testimonial that is going to help you promote that product you are representing to the people who you are speaking to. It is really helpful in converting sales and also in building customer trust. Let's dig in. You're probably going to want to stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to share with you a great tip for new affiliate marketers starting out and building those bridge funnels. But before I get started, be sure to like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and also be sure to turn on notifications. You don't want to miss any of these great videos that I'm posting and all the helpful tips to help you make money online passively so that you can quit your 9. Started with building a lead opt-in with a thank you, which is different. So we're just going to get started here. We start in Clickfunnels, we build a funnel, we pick the correct format for this. So we are going to build a lead opt-in with a thank you this time because we're going to be promoting this product using our face. So we go back into Clickfunnels, click build a funnel. We're going to add in the name of the funnel here. I'm just going to call it bridge funnel for simplicity, but like I said, don't worry, you can absolutely go back in and switch up the name afterwards if you want it to be something else. So we have the 2 space holders on the side, and we're going to select an opt-in template to put in the opt-in space. So we're going to look through and see if we can find something that catches our eye. Like I shared with you before, opt-in pages work best if they're really simple. And there's one that I like to use. It's just called Super Clean Opt-in. I think that's what it's called. And it just is really plain. The key with sales funnels is you don't want a lot of distraction going in. Yeah, this is the one, Super Clean Opt-in. You don't want a lot of distractions because you want the people to be focused on the purchase. So now we've loaded the opt-in template into the space holder in our funnel, and we're going to go in and edit. Click the edit button, and you can see it's pretty plain. It has the basics. It's got a gray background, some bolded text, and some information for some boxes for adding emails, and then a button to click. This one is perfect. It's going to work just great. So we have our opt-in loaded in, and we are going to go to the sales page for the company. Now I'm promoting Legendary Marketer. This is the sales page that I'm going to use to model my sales funnel. So I want to make sure that I have a look at it to see what it features. So it was pretty plain. White background. So we're going to go up here and remove the background from our sales funnel, and we're just going to pick plain white because that matches with the sales funnel. Oops, wrong button. We're going to pick plain white because that matches. Okay, now it's changed it. And the next thing that we're going to have to change is on this text and feature. So their button is green. So we're going to make our button green to be congruent to match and just change it in there. Now what else do we have? An email address and font. We're going to save the work. Yeah. Now, SEO metadata. We're going to talk about that one later. I'm going to go back to the challenge page. Those pop-ups can be so annoying. And we're going to look for text that we can include and color scheme. So I like this text. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to put it right onto my own opt-in page in that box, because it'll match. And when the customer goes from my page to that page, the familiarity is high, which helps with converting sales. Okay, so they've got the black lettering. We're going to take a look around here, and we're going to make sure that we have that text switch up. So what am I going to put here? Something about enter your email. We want to give people a nice simple instruction, and that's what we're going to work on here. Okay, we've got that done. We're going to go back to the challenge page again and take a look. So I'm noticing the color of the font, what it looks like. I want to use this wording in my sales funnel as well, so I'm just going to copy and paste it and bring it back over to my sales funnel. Now there isn't a space for it, so we're going to add a new element, and it's going to be, we're going to treat it like a headline. You could have also treated it as a sub-headline, right? Now where would you put it? Right in there, maybe right up there. And we're going to just do a copy and paste. And we got to switch up the color, and we also have to switch up the size, because if we went back to that sales page, they don't look congruent, right? So we're going to find a text color. Now sometimes the yellow they give you isn't quite right. That one on the sales page before is kind of a goldy color, so you just have to play with the range in here until you find a color that matches more closely to the one that's on your sales page. Okay, just play with it a little bit like I'm doing and find one that works. Another thing that you can do to change how something looks is you can add a shadow to text, and that's really helpful as well. Yeah, see how the shadow changes how it looks? You just play around with things until they look the way you want them to look. Okay? Okay. It's a good idea too to change the font size, and if we went back to the challenge page, you could see that that would basically match the way that you have it set up there. There we go. That's looking pretty good. That's called padding or margin, and that helps to, because that helps to lay it out more like it looks on the sales page. So you can adjust, it's either called padding or margin there. Okay, we're gonna change this font color, actually the color of the border, because on Dave's page, there's a nice border, which makes everything jump out, so that's good. And am I gonna switch this quite yet? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about this. SEO data is really important because it stands for search engine optimization. So if somebody goes to Google and types in 15-day challenge or affiliate marketing or make money online, this is how they're gonna end up at your page. So you want to be thoughtful and intentional about what you put in your data, in your description, in your keywords, because better selections there will help your page to be ranked higher and be more likely to show up on somebody's search page. You could probably end up on somebody's search page 50 pages down, but if you have good SEO, it's going to boost you up. You are going to put in keywords that are connected to your website. So for me, I'm picking 15-day challenge. I might pick affiliate marketing. I might pick online business. You'll have to think about what it is that you're promoting in your product and choose keywords that work related to that. We're going to continue on with adjusting the SEO data so that it reflects a really good opportunity for us to get found in a search. And I'm going to show you a really neat trick that I learned. You can actually add an image into your SEO data so that when somebody searches and they find your link, a little picture will pop up, which makes you a more attractive option than just some boring old website. So we're going to put that in there. We're going to save everything, and we're going to take a look back at the challenge page to see what else we have to do. Okay. I'm going to take a look here. I think there's a couple things I want to switch. So that headline is actually farther up on the sales page, so I want to move it. And I also want to make sure that my fonts are congruent. So I'm going to try and pick a font that looks like the font that they use on the sales page. I'm going to look at where certain headlines show up and how they space them out, the colors, the size of text, and I'm going to try really hard to replicate that on my sales page. So we're going to move these things around a little bit. I made it bold, adjust this. It's always nice to kind of use your good judgment and your eyesight to figure out if you like how something looks on the page. And like I said, I keep flipping back and forth to make sure that I can get things that match up really nicely. And one more look here to see what else I can incorporate. And I know I want to move those things around, maybe play with this color a little bit more to make it, yeah, that's a little bit closer to what's on the sales page. Yeah, that's good. I like that. So a little bit closer there. Shadow, I'm just double checking to make sure that I've done all the little tweaks I can to fix it up exactly how I want it to be. Okay, it's looking good. Save your work. Always important to save your work. Now I'm going to make sure that the text is exactly what I want. So on the page before it was about you, but I want to change it to people in general. So I'm going to fix that there. I like the way that sounds better. Just look it over for wording choices. And I saved it. And now we're going to start working on getting a good thank you page. So the thank you page is for including a video connector so that the people who are interested in, say, this 15-day challenge that I'm promoting are going to go from, say, my TikTok account to this page where I introduce it to a video page where I talk about why it's really great, because that smooths the transition from the sales funnel page to the company page, especially if what you're promoting, you're not the one doing the promoting on the sales page. So on the sales page, we know it's Dave Sharp doing the promoting. So I want that connector that says, you know, I loved the 15-day challenge and I learned a lot from Dave Sharp, and you're going to see him on the next page. It's a really good strategy for creating connections. So I've picked this mother funnel. It's got a good video component, and I'll be able to put the video when I record it right into that page. And then that video page is going to link to the sales page. So again, we're going to make sure that we have congruency with the text, with the way it looks, with the wording, with the color choices. We're going to get rid of anything that is extraneous, which means doesn't need to be there. So right away I see, you know, that little mother funnels, that logo. I'm going to get rid of that one down the line a little bit here. And I'm just going to start tweaking my video page so that it looks exactly like I want it to look. Dave's buttons are green, so I want to make sure that my buttons are green, and we have to change the actions here. So first of all, my buttons have to match his. I'm going to check a couple other things to make sure that there are like shadows that are set up for this, and so that it looks the same. I'm pretty happy with how it looks like right now, and I'm going to save my work. Going to get rid of that logo like I told you earlier. It doesn't need to be there, so I just delete it. If you changed your mind afterward and say you wanted to put your logo up there, you could just go and upload your logo and put it in there instead. I'm going to make sure my fonts are congruent. I want to make sure I use the same font all the way through and that it kind of matches up with what the sales page is using also. Congruency, smooth transition from page to page, super, super important. So I've saved my work now. And I'm going to go back to the challenge page one more time. We're going to continue editing this video thank you page or bridge page, making sure that it looks like the sales page. They have that little black banner on the top, so I'm going to make sure that I put it there. I want to make sure things are spaced out and laid out properly so that it looks like it, so it's visually appealing. Like I said, margins is one of the things you can adjust that's going to give you more of a bumper between each particular element that's on the page. And what else am I going to alter here? I want to show you my bridge page that I use for Legendary. I have this video on the page. I've got a good headline that's catching. I have a picture, I'm telling a story. The bridge page really does tell the story, and it is that piece that is the transition from one place to the other. Now, I have my video hosted on Wistia, which I would highly recommend. You can have a free account where you post your bridge video. And what's great about Wistia is that they don't show any advertising. There's nothing worse than having something on YouTube and then having another person's affiliate marketer advertisement that pulls people away. So we're going to hit embed and share, and we're going to click the yellow button and copy the link. That's going to give us the embed link that we can put on our bridge video page connected to the video. And then that way the video will play off of Wistia. Like I said before, it's a great idea because they don't run advertisements, and you're never going to lose a sale or lose a customer because they end up clicking away from the page that you're promoting. Okay, so we put Wistia in there and the address for the video that we are hosting. And I like autoplay because it starts as soon as people go in. And then it's like either they click the video or they don't. We're not giving them the option. It just is going to autoplay as soon as they come to the site. And I have achieved what I wanted to do. Okay, so we are back on our opt-in page. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to actually take out the email input box. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to use a pop-up window because pop-up windows are proven to convert sales at a higher rate than just an email input. So we're going to go up here to pop up, edit the settings. Now it's giving us a blank pop-up, so we can add things in as we want. A row with a headline, with input boxes, with a clickable button. Those are the things that we're going to want to do. So we're going to build it one element at a time to make it look like the one that I have shown you from my personal bridge funnel that I use to promote Legendary. So I'm going to add in an input button. Once you add those input buttons in, you see the default there is that it's email address, but you can switch that afterwards. So you're going to add another element, which would be another input box. And one of those input buttons is going to be email. The other one is going to be name. Now you want a name because these are email addresses that are going into your email list, and you want to be able to send emails out to Joe or Beverly or Shania. So you want to make sure that you have a spot for people to put their first and last name. You can also adjust things like whether or not that input is required. I always say it is required, and if it's required, it's not going to advance to the next step unless they put their information in. You can adjust what the placeholder says, like your full name, and you can adjust what that does. So when it says your full name, they would have to input that. The next one about email addresses, you can make the full name mandatory or not, but email addresses have to be mandatory. It is required. So once you put email address, you see it defaults to required. The other thing I always like to do is put a little icon on the other end of the page on the right hand side. I just find it looks visually more appealing. So here I've put one in for the name and for the email. I'm going to move the boxes around a little bit, make it visually look something like I want my customers to see. I'm also going to adjust the settings like the words on the button, like the length of the button. So this button here is set to fluid, and that means that as I type, the text gets longer, the button gets longer. You can also do things like select a button that is fixed width, which would be usually the width of the window or the pop-up. So I'm going to go in and do that. Now, we want, when they hit get instant access, for it to submit the form. So when it submits the form, that email address goes to your autoresponder, which we will hook up in a later stage. So again, I'm going to go back here and take a look at the challenge page. It's looking pretty good. A couple things I want to switch. I still haven't switched the length of the get access button, but I will go in and fix that. Okay, it looks like my other page. Let's see, what have I got here? Okay, we're going to continue making our revisions. Like I said before, that button, it spans the width of the box. So on my pop-up, I want it to look the same. I'm going to go over here, take a look here, see how that button also matches. See, that's the pop-up button on my page. And I want everything to be congruent and line up. So I need to fix that in my pop-up. So I'm going to go up to pop-up, going to edit the settings again, and I want that button to be the same width as my input boxes. So that's pretty easy to fix. I also want to take that text that I used in the my personal bridge funnel. So I'm going to copy it and I'm going to bring it over to the bridge funnel that we're building and add it in there. That'll be my call to action headline. Call to action is key in sales. You want to tell people what you need them to do. So the free video, get the free video, that's the call to action. Do this, input your email, and you will get it. A little bit more tweaking here. We're going to add another element, a small paragraph with a little bit of instruction because I have it on the other one and it's working. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Okay. So fill out the form below and I'll send you the free video. We're going to get that put in to our pop-up. That looks good. Like I said, I'm going to fix that button length now. I'm going to make sure that that submits the form. And I'm going to make that adjustment right in here. There we go. At the top, that's button width. So fluid or fill width. Fill width goes to the width of whatever your section is, your row. Okay. Save your work. Okay, so here we are. We've finished what we were doing on the last page. It has saved, and we're just going to go in here and check a couple things. We're going to make sure that the pop-up opens and save that, get it all set. Always important to save your work. Now we're going to make sure that we have everything exactly as it should be with a preview. I always test with a preview. It's a really good idea. So the first page looks pretty good. Yep, the pop-up looks good. Get instant access. I've put my information in. And here it loads to the bridge page. So with your video, promoting your product, but look at this. Join the Facebook group. It's not supposed to say that. It's supposed to say get instant access. Same kind of language as on the previous page. You really have to have that congruency. So we're going to go back in to that bridge page, the thank you page, and make the necessary adjustments so that it says get instant access instead of join the Facebook group. It's going to take a minute to load here. Again, you really want to make sure that you have congruency and consistency in your messaging and your words across all parts of your funnel. So here we are. We're going to fix that up so that it doesn't say join the Facebook group, but instead, right here, remember in the side, in the button text, get instant access. That's going to ensure that everything is as it's supposed to be. And we see down there that the action isn't set yet, so we have to go inside and add in the proper URL for the website. That's going to be from our affiliate link inside of Legendary Marketer. So that's going to be where we head to next. We'll have to go over to the Legendary Marketer site and get our URL, our link for the challenge, the 15-day challenge, and put it in there so that the button action is set. And then when you click Get Instant Access, it advances you to the Legendary Marketer sales page. That's where we're gonna go next. Okay, so the affiliate page has loaded inside the back office of Legendary. This is my affiliate back office, and I'm gonna give you a quick little pitch. This is what you get in the affiliate blueprint. It's expensive, $2,500 for the training, but I have to tell you, there's so much value in there. If you want to get your business moving from zero to fast forward, you either have time or money, and you either take time to figure things out or you spend money to learn it. And I would highly suggest the blueprints. You can definitely do it without, but if you want to fast forward your learning, you want the blueprints. So now that we're inside the back office, we're going to go to where our funnels are, and I'm going to get my affiliate link. So this is for the Business Builder Challenge, the $7 challenge for 15 days. So I'm going to click on affiliate links. And over here on the right, you can see my affiliate link. Now, tracking tags are awesome because then you know where your traffic's coming from when you get leads. So I'm going to put TikTok because this funnel is going to be hosted on my TikTok page. So you can see at the end there, it says ID equals TikTok. So whenever somebody clicks on this link and makes a purchase or clicks on this link and becomes a lead, I'm going to see TikTok connected to it. So I'm going to go here to the button again, set the action, and I'm going to copy and paste my affiliate link from the Legendary site right in there, okay? We're going to go back and we're going to save it, and that should make everything all set up so that when someone clicks on that link, and you can see right there, if you look, you can actually see my affiliate link right connected to the button. So we're going to go back to the opt-in. We've saved everything. And I'm going to make sure that everything's working properly. Waiting for it to load, as always. And we're going to preview to test. So here's the link that would show up on my TikTok. I'm going to click to get instant access. I've entered my email address. It's submitting. It's going to bring me to the bridge video. We're going to, oh, I forgot to save that. I'm going to have to go back in and fix it. Okay, so we know from the preview that I have to go back in and fix that button because apparently I didn't save it the last time. But the other thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we are integrated with our autoresponder so that when people put their email addresses in the pop-up, it goes into our autoresponder and then gets put on an email list so that we can send people a sequence of emails promoting products connected to Legendary Marketer and Legendary Marketer itself, or whatever the affiliate product is that you are connecting. So there's all the steps that you have to do there. You can add a tag in there as well so you can see where you got people from. Save the information. Now we have to go back out. We're going to preview and make sure it works. In the previous stage, I went in and I fixed that button so that it did what I wanted it to. And let's preview it one more time. Submitting. Bridge video. Get instant access. See, I told you I fixed it. Sales page. And here's the check. Right up here, there's my affiliate ID number. Now I know that I have everything properly connected and my sales funnel is ready to rock and roll. The only thing I have to do now is I have to copy and paste the URL for my sales funnel and post it on my socials. So this one we've specifically made for TikTok because it has TikTok as the identifier at the end of the funnel link. And then we have to publish. The next job after that is to get out there and start showing up on TikTok and promoting your product so that people will be interested in clicking your link, going through your sales funnel, and making a purchase. Okay, folks, well, that's it. That's my instructions for how to build a bridge funnel. But remember I promised you that I was going to give you a hint or a tip for new affiliate marketers? Well, here it is. I slipped it in the presentation, but I'm going to repeat it just for your benefit. When you are building your bridge funnel, the best place to host your video is a site where they aren't going to show other videos after yours that are going to send your viewers down a dark hole of affiliate marketing to some other sites where you're going to lose them. Instead, choose a service like Wistia, which will not show any other videos after yours. That way you can be sure that your customers, that your potential leads are going to get the message you want them to get and not whatever has been paid advertising around your video. That's what I've got. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video.